Welcome to the Pliant How-To series. I'm Dave Hegebarth, and today I'm going to walk you through adding an authentication for a specific vendor's integration into the Pliant platform. There are two different places that we can add the authentication. If we know we need it ahead of time, we can go to the Authentications tab at the top here. This will provide a list of all the authentications that we know about. And I can say, you know what, I need to create an authentication for a particular vendor. The other way we typically add authentications is to go into our workflows themselves. So I'm going to use the workflow that has been seen in the other videos, and I'm going to go to the Science Logic integration. Science Logic was just added, and now maybe I want to take a look at alerts. So view details about a pending alert, something like that. I would drag to drop the block, and the first thing I'm asked in any action block is for authentication. When I click here, we'll see that there's no authentication. I can either click on the Add Authentication, or I can go up to the Auth button in the top right corner here and say Add Authentication. No matter how I get to the authentication screen, the questions will be the same. It's going to want a name for this, and maybe I just parrot back Science Logic. I can give it a description, monitoring system, and then I pick my service or integration, which is Science Logic. So I'll come down to the Science Logic integration, and it's going to ask me the necessary authentication questions. Do I hit my monitoring solution from Science Logic on HTTP or HTTPS? In my case, it's S. I can provide a host name or an IP address, something like that. And then in this case, it wants a username and a password. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to say user1 and my password, whatever that might be. When I click save, I'm actually going to generate an authentication, which I can then use in the particular block. So now we see my username and the integration name that I'm going to use to access Science Logic. So this has been a very short video on how to add an authentication into the Pliant solution for a specific vendor's integration.